Hey everyone, Gobotch here, back today with a brand new video for Warface Breakout as we continue our coverage of the game. And today's video is a little bit different from stuff I've been doing on the channel, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows for this video, unfortunately, because we are discussing today the state of Warface Breakout after the Season 1 patch and hotfix that's all come out. Basically, I'm going to give you, off the cuff, the good, bad, and the ugly, everything that I think currently about Warface Breakout in its current state and what that means for the game going forward, especially with some stuff coming up next week for the not this game, but some other things going on in the genre for FPS tactical games. And is Warface Breakout done for? Can it be redeemed? All those sorts of things. I'm going to discuss it. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because y'all heard me here on the channel and on Twitter and everything else. I've been a defender of this game since day one. I've really enjoyed my time with this game more often than not, and I'm a glass half full. I'm an optimistic type of person in general, and I want to support these developers through and through as they continue to pour into this game as best they can, because here's the truth of it. I mean, here's the thing. My games, that studio, they've maybe the game was rushed out. I don't know. I do think this game, and y'all may differ from me, I do think this game would have greatly benefited as an early access beta type of game that could have been patched up and worked on before they went 1.0 launch. I think that would have really benefited this game, but here's the deal. That didn't happen. They released the game a few weeks ago, and Season 1 has just come out, and the game, honestly, in my opinion, right now, my honeymoon phase with Season 1, after like the first 2 or 3 matches where I was like, hey, this is going pretty good and whatnot, I've played it a lot more since then, and yeah, it's not running as well now for me personally. I'm running on an Xbox One X as well and everything, so it should be running really smooth. And there's moments in matches where it runs really well and it plays smooth, and then the next game you get into, it's just like it's a 180. It completely flips over, and it's so frustrating. The aim assist issue and all that stuff is also, it's a lot to work with, and the FPS drops are still bad. The hit regulation is worse than it's been. So I've been more frustrated playing Breakout now than I've been since even launch. I mean, honestly, I've had more fun at launch and after the first and second patch than I have now with this third one, and it's so heartbreaking for me because I've been such a big defender of this game. And listen, I'm not negative Nancy at everything on this game. No. Don't take it that way at all. I'm just being honest, telling you that there is huge problems with this game currently. But can this game be redeemed? I think it could, but it honestly has to happen really quickly. Here's why. So, obviously the game's having issues right now. Season 1 just launched, Ranked just launched with that, and for me personally, and I know there's a lot of people on the Discord and other areas as well that agree, which obviously right now it's pretty unplayable. Ranked is pretty unplayable right now because the performance is all over the place in terms of one match it may be really smooth and fun, the next match it may be really janky, lots of hit reg, lots of FPS drops and stuff like that. Maybe I've had 2 instances where I've actually got booted out of the game and then that received a penalty, which is no bueno at all. So there's big issues there. There's big issues there for performance, and if you have your ranked competitive playlist out there, this game needs to be running near smooth and flawless. So I think the game would have benefited for waiting until Season 1. And I mean, they could have had a Season 1, but maybe waiting to put out ranked and competitive until the game was running smooth as they intend it to be. Until hit reg and all that stuff is fixed. But instead it got rushed out, and this patch kind of rolled back everything they've been working on, and it's pretty disheartening. And for me, again, ranked right now is unplayable. I can't do it. I can't play any more ranked until this game runs smoother. I mean, right now I've still been playing some casual here and there, but even then in casual, you know, there's games like you're seeing one in the background. I played really well. The game ran smooth. It was fun. And then some matches where it's just hard to even get through a match. So it's been really kind of since Season 1's patch, it's been a really frustrating road in playing this game. Because again, I like to defend it, I like to play it, I love the game, I think there's so much potential for it, but it's just been such a roller coaster in terms of performance, more than it's been in any of the other prior patches, that it's kind of soured me a little bit more than it has in the past, and I've kind of gone away from it a little bit more now, playing some other things until they kind of get some things figured out. So it sucks to say, but I got to be honest with you guys. I think they need a big patch coming up here in the next week or two, because if they keep rolling out these little patches and not much is getting fixed, and then every time they fix something else rolls back and it's worse, it's not going to be good for the game. In the short term and the long term, none of it. I mean, if you can already look on streaming devices and platforms, Twitch, as I'm recording right now, it's like at 50 views concurrently on Twitch. Mixer, it's not much better, if any. So the player base is already dropping off because of what's happened with Season 1. It's just not a good situation. And then, to make matters worse for Breakout, possibly worse, part of the player base may be leaving because there's a new game coming out on Xbox, potentially with a beta on the 25th, which is Crossfire X, which is a competitor for this type of genre made by Xbox Game Studios and Remedy. So there's competition coming, which this game hasn't had on console, and that could put a wedge in the player base on Xbox, especially. PlayStation is not out on that, so it's not an issue, but that's kind of something to pay attention to. And again, for me personally, I'm going to support both. I'm going to play Crossfire X, but I want to continue to play Breakout as well. And I'm going to continue to support Breakout, and I hope for the best for Breakout, because I think, again, in the DNA of Warface Breakout, there is a solid, great game there to be had and played and really enjoy in a competitive atmosphere. But currently, with the Season 1 patch and everything they had in, it is borderline unplayable on days, on certain times. Sometimes it can be really fun. Sometimes I can jump on there for a couple matches and have a great time. And then the next day, the game runs like garbage again. I don't understand the performance issues that are going on, because it's such a roller coaster, and y'all, it's so frustrating. And I know a lot of you share the same complaints and concerns that I do, but I just encourage those of you that are supporting Breakout to continue to support the game and these developers, because, again, they've been very transparent about the issues and their concerns and all that stuff. And the only way this game will get better is with a backing from a loyal community that's going to help in addressing these issues, showing the developers the problems, and then bearing with them through the process as they try to get things fixed. Now, as the developers, they need to take control of all of that. They need to make sure with every patch, everything is hammered out and tested and firmly placed before that patch rolls out, because for some reason, for me personally, I feel like this patch, the update that they did for Season 1, wasn't tested properly or something, because they thought it was going to do all these great things, and it ended up reverting so many things and making the game just overall run a lot slower, and not slower, but a little bit more janky and just troublesome. So, again, is Warface Breakout dying? I don't know. I hope not. I do know the player count is probably descending, and a lot of players are losing faith in the developer and in the game. But it's so early on. There's so much more that can still happen. This game hasn't even been out, for a month or a month and a half or anything like that yet. It's still very, very early on in this game's lifespan, and I really hope with good patches and a good following, this game could really peak back up and get going where I think it should be and could be. Because you've seen this happen with so many types of games. I mean, even Siege started off in the gutter, and now that game's tremendous in my opinion. There's so many other games that are great examples of that as well. What they've done with Destiny 2, and things like that as well from Bungie. So I'm not going to say all doom and gloom. Warface Breakout's dead. It's gone. Move on. No, continue to support the game. Address the issues in a polite manner on the Discord and on the Twitter and everything. Don't be those people. I see the Discord. The Discord is so toxic right now. It's ridiculous. That's not the way this game's going to get fixed. The community's got to be better and be more understanding and try to be patient. Now, again, I'm there with you. I'm frustrated. The game is not running like I want it to be. So what do? I play a match here and there, try to have fun, and then I jump out and do other things until I wait for those patches I want to come. And then when the patches come and it's fixed, I'll jump back in like I've wanted to since I've been playing it since launch, and I'll jump into competitive play. But we just have to be patient, continue to talk with the developers, and the developers will hopefully continue to put in that work as they already have, be very transparent, and get this game fixed and patched. But it's not going to be a quick fix. I do think it's going to be a month or two till they get it done, and I just hope by that time this game runs like it should, and it still has a player base and a following. But currently it's not a good situation for sure, but just community for Breakout, stay with it, keep trying to be positive, address the issues with good feedback, and then hopefully the developers will get this job done. But that's just my thoughts. I just wanted to kind of give you my opinion on the current state of Warface Breakout with the Season 1 patch and everything after I've spent quite a bit of time with it. But again, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. I've enjoyed a lot of it. I'm really frustrated more often than not right now. So I just wanted to come out here and just tell you guys how I'm honestly feeling right now with the game. And I'll continue to support the game. I'll continue to create videos for the game, obviously, whenever there's updates and stuff. I'll continue to do my coverage for Breakout, even though I'm still going to be doing my new coverage for Crossfire X as well. You can love both. You don't have to choose one or the other. It's not that type of situation, y'all. So just bear that in mind whenever you're discussing or talking about the game. Just try to be patient with it. But that's it today from me. Share your thoughts down below on Warface Breakout and the current state of the game. What do you think the developers must do to get this game back on the right track? In your opinion, is the game dead, dying? What is it? I mean, for me, I don't think it's quite there yet. But with one more bad update, it very well could be. But hopefully it won't be that way. Let's just try to be a positive frame of mind when it comes to the game. But thank you again, y'all, for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's discussion for Warface Breakout, please hit that thumbs up button, comment down below with your thoughts. Feel free to join the Gobotch family and subscribe. But y'all have a great day. Stay safe out there, and y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back in the next video. Don't take it easy.